Hello, 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 hello. Liberty of the Seas crew. I hope that you're all enjoying yourselves and having a bit of a relaxation time right now, sitting in your luxurious staterooms here on board the Liberty. For those of you that haven't met me yet, I'm sure that you have seen me around the ship, but I just want to say a personal hello to you all. My name is James. I'm very proud to be your cruise director on board the Liberty of the Seas. And from a cruise standpoint, I really do hope that you are enjoying your contract so far. Now, this cruise for voyage number 67, we had a very special, sorry, 68, we had a very special guest on board. For those of you that don't know, we had our godmother on board. And this is a very special person indeed, because basically our godmother, well, I'm going to ask her a couple of questions about that in a couple of seconds. But folks, this is our godmother, Donnalea. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Now, you've been on board for the cruise, and a lot of the crew have been asking, who is this lady, and what do you do? Because they've all seen your photo on deck number 4. Where are you from, first of all?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
All the way from Toronto, Canada. We have a few Canadians in the crew. That's fantastic. And what exactly did you have to do or achieve to become the godmother of the Liberty?
Really just be in the travel industry, and it was our charity work that sort of drew attention to the qualifications to even enter. And it just sort of went from there. But it's our charity work in Mali and Bolivia.
Excellent. Now, we have a presentation here for our captain, and everyone, you know Captain Charles. He's just back from vacation. Hello, Captain. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. It's been very exciting and not boring this cruise to come back on the Liberty. So, hello everybody, and I'm happy to be back on our ship.
We're very happy to have you back, Captain. Now, Donnelly, we have a presentation for the captain. What do we have here?
I just have a plaque here. This is Charles. This is to you on behalf of Hands Across the Nations. And it's just a little photo picture of what happened on the grand opening, and for your support and the support of the fellow officers, crew, and staff when we were here with our organization. And we just wanted to express an appreciation for what you did, and this is just something for you to hang on the ship.
Thank you very much indeed. And I think we have a very famous person here beside you there, isn't that right? Who is that?
Yes, that is the former cruise director, Alan Brooks. And he came to Africa for 3.5 weeks. And he was just the cruise director in Africa.
I would have paid money to have seen that.
I got photos.
Very good.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. And we're so happy for you to be the godmother. Don't tell my wife that you did that.
I won't. You won't.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
And we're gonna put this up in a nice spot so all the crew can see it as well. So fantastic. That's awesome. So Donnelly, if you don't mind me asking just a few more questions. I mean, Alan went across to Africa. I mean, Alan's a very GQ sort of guy. I mean, how did he cope in Africa?
You know, he fit in like a dirty shirt. He just went with the punches. I think he went just willing to take whatever came his way, and he did really, really well.
Fantastic. Now, we haven't actually discussed what is your charity about and how did it come about? I mean, was it something that you actually put together yourself?
Yeah, my husband and I founded it, and it was one of those things where you start something and you just go with it, and as challenges came, it was either quit or move forward, and we just kept moving forward, and it just evolved. And our basic concept is providing access to some of the special need or stuff that we take for granted, like health, education, just accommodation, stuff like that. So what we do is we go into go into a community, involve the community, and find out what their needs are, what their wishes are, put a plan together, and we assist them in terms of manpower and finances to build whatever it is they do, and then they work alongside us. And so with the intent, we do pull away, and then they become self-sufficient, and they're not dependent on us. And that's sort of our philosophy, and it's been working so far.
Fantastic. So are you sort of helping the towns in these countries like Bolivia and Malawi to sort of have their own economy? Is that how you'd say it?
Not so much Mali, by the way. They, for example, the health center in Mali, what we've done is we've built it, and we are going to pay the staffing for the next couple years. We've provided some of the medication and all the stuff that goes with it. And what we've done is on the side is this year, which was kind of a really neat thing, we were confronted with 2 of the head people in the community had their land was taken away due to political reasons, so they were starving to death. And they were really much integral in the success of what we were doing. So as a group, we were 31 going over. We decided to take a collection and came up with some money. We'd had money in the bank for livestock, and we bought property for them and livestock, and we taught them the concept of pay it forward, where each family has animals that they will breed, and the offspring will be sent to another family to do the same, and this will help that community become a little bit more self-sustaining, and that was a real rewarding thing.
Wow, that's amazing. So, I mean, your husband and yourself were sitting at home one day, and you just thought, how did the whole concept of becoming or putting a charity together come about?
I remember on New Year's Eve, I guess it was about 10 years ago, we were sitting with another couple, and we had this big dream of chartering a plane somewhere. And it just was a conversation that we kind of said, why not? And off we went to looking at, okay, if we were going to register a charity, what would we have to do? And it was sort of a learning, painful process, but it's been amazing. And it's just sort of one of those, you sit around and you brainstorm and you dream, and all of a sudden you look back 10 years and you go, wow, we're there. So instead of a plane, we have a ship. So I have a ship to fill.
Fantastic. And we absolutely love you having you here this week. And I mean, are your husband and family going to come back and see us soon?
Yes, they would have loved to have been here, but it was my daughter's first week at school. She's already said, I want to be on the ship. I checked in via email. And absolutely, my husband would have loved to have been here. But with our charity, although it requires full-time work, we both work full-time and do the charity on the side. So he still has a limited vacation, and we'll be back in April, so he's coming then.
Fantastic. Now, I'll be here in April, so that's good to see you again. Yeah. So how do you find the hours in the day? I mean, you must be running around like 24/7.
Well, how do you do it?
Time management.
Yes, and I think a lot of times you don't ask how, you just do it.
Right.
And then you look back. So a lot of it is, you just do what you have to do, and you sleep when you have to sleep, and you move when you have to move. And technology has really allowed us to multitask to our detriment sometimes, but you know what? When you see some of the stuff, the results of it, you kind of go, it's worth it.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. That's really, 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 really good. Now, do you have anything that you'd like to say to the crew?
Yeah, actually, I just want to say hello. I sort of made a point this week. I wanted to try to connect with as many staff and crew that I can, and there's a lot of people I have not met. And I just want to tip my hat to you and just say thank you for all that you do. The feedback from the guests has been phenomenal. Despite all the stuff that went on, everybody's had a wow experience this week, and I just want to say thank you for all that you do. And it's a huge honor for me to be associated with you guys. And it's just, I don't want to go home, but I know I have to so I can come back.
Donnalea, you're a very, very humble lady. Thank you so much for being here this week, and your spirit is illuminating. I wish you could actually experience this lady one-on-one. She is fantastic. So thank you so much on behalf of us all. I'm glad you had a great cruise, and we'll see you in April. All the crew out there, our godmother, Donnalea. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.